Do you like this fix I've done now?
Mm.
Look at that. I put that polo underneath there.
Yeah.
And what that does, it stops the, do you know the live feed? It's not blurry anymore.
Okay. So we're doing a test route.
Trying to find one of this. Don't mind, no, I'll go through it together. Okay, so this is one of the hardest test centers to pass the driving test at. This one here. It's hard because everyone drives like shit in this area. That's all. Nothing else, nothing special about it. So in terms of passing a driving test here, it's not hard. Just need to know what to expect. Now most people that do their driving around here, do you know most people that go for a test around here, the locals, they don't kind of go through the whole sort of learning sort of perspective. So, you know, like the whole syllabus, like your whole back position, your dual carriageways, your this or that. They just do enough driving to kind of drive the car. Mum and dad say, right, book the test, son, and they're booking the test, and then the instructor just takes them. That's why most of the time they fail, because they don't actually learn to drive. So, you know, there's a couple of points where they fail. First of all, they fail when they come out the test centre there. When they go to the end of the road, they turn right, they fail straight away when they come out. Do you know how you know how good they drive is when they come out of here and turn right. When they come out of here, they don't even look both ways. They look one way and just, what they do, they land in the middle, where it says keep clear. They come out of the test centre, they land on the keep clear, they look to the right once and they pull out. They don't even look properly. So this is one of the issues at test centre. So you know when the examiner gets them in car, as soon as they turn right, they realise from that point onwards that they can't drive. That they haven't learned to drive effectively, you know, like efficiently. So like we're doing leads, what we do, we keep them looking both directions when they come out. They don't embrace. They just come straight out. They're not bothered. So then what happens is they tell them at the end of the road, turn right, like that car's doing there. Look how they're positioned. They're not even positioned close to the line. Did you understand what I mean? So because it's a small car, they'll get away with it. They'll get away with it. But it's not how you do it. It's just not. So for example, let's say your electric bill is due on the 18th and they don't send you a court letter until the 25th. Well, why do you keep paying your bill on the 24th? Why not just send the bill off on the 15th? Do you understand what I mean? So what they do, they constantly do dumb shit like this. That's why they fail the test here. They don't teach you to a good standard. You know, don't get me wrong, you know, there's some really, really good instructors here. I'm not saying they're all bad, but you can tell how well they teach as to the mistakes they make. So what's going to happen now is you and I are going to go over a test route together. We're going to go over a whole test route. While we go over a test route, all I want you to do is understand. I'm going to kind of give out running commentary, not necessarily what you're doing wrong, because you're a trained driver. You're not going to make any mistakes. I need you to understand that the mistakes that these guys make. So every time a driving instructor is taking out, a driving examiner is taking a pupil out, there's only like 10 routes, 13 routes in this test centre. So they can only, you know, you get to memorize them like we do. You know, we drive the car every single day and we're driving on the same route. So, you know, we get to meet the same instructors on the road and whatever. And you see like a pattern of mistakes. You'll see the mistakes made in the same place at the same time by the same pupils. So what's going to happen now, you and I are going to go onto a test route together. Once we go onto a test route, we're then going to work on it together and kind of, I'll identify the faults. I'll show you where they make faults. These guys will see the test route. They'll understand it a bit better. And then what I'll do, I'll post it a little later as well. Guys, a quick question, yeah? Wa alaikum assalam. Wa alaikum assalam. If you can hit the like button and also tell me if you're watching this from Bradford or from whatever city, so I know where you're watching us from, please. Wa alaikum assalam, nephew. Is that right, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so what I want you to do is move off at the end of the road. I want you to turn right. So we're going to go over a test route, guys, together in Bradford. We're going over Heaton Test Centre. If anyone knows this area, you'll know exactly where I am. So at the end of this road, turn right.
Okay.
So here, do your routine from here. And then keep your car straight at the end of the road. And that's where most people get it wrong. Yes, brother, you're one of our own. You're a local lad. I'm just, what it was, a nephew of mine in Bradford. He asked me very, very nicely. He goes, he goes, Uncle, will you do me a test route video over here? So I'm doing him a test route here. So here, can you see this car coming into the middle now?
Yeah.
This is where 99% of the pupils fail their test.
Because they go.
Because what they do, they go into the middle to turn.
Mm.
And these guys don't see it.
You need to wait here.
Yeah.
I can
So
go.
like there, when guys are in the middle there, they don't see him. Yeah, go on, you go fix
I
it.
can go because.
Yeah. So when you're going along this road down here, what you'll find is this is where they usually do your parking up on the left, the first one.
Okay.
So they'll ask you either park up on the left or they'll do your parking up on the right where that Masters School of Motoring, where that red
This
car is.
road.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's where you see where most of them park up. They'll do this on the way back to your test centre as well. At the end of this road, turn left. Start your routine from here. When you angle the car, pause for a second and I'll just point something else out to these guys as well.
Okay.
You're not on a driving lesson, you know, you don't.
No, I know.
So there's no big issue. You need to be looking to the left from here. Just come to a stop here a second. Okay, we're gonna let this young boy go past. I don't want him thinking of filming him.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, where you see that white van, you can see the top of that white van. You need to be looking there as you're coming out. And see this black Jeep, look at a reflection of a car coming along the road and you can see over the transit van roof. When it's safe, you make your turn.
Yeah, because not yet.
Mm-hmm. You don't see me, guys, do you? Showing you my mirror. So we're looking there again, we're watching Uberman. Yeah, go on then. And then we're looking at that white van head that I told you about, which is there. Usually there's a recovery truck, a red recovery truck that's been parked here for since I was a kid. A lot of these other cars, there should be a red recovery truck. Oh my God, it's not here. It's usually parked here where this, it's in there. Take the next road on the left. This one here, please. You'd have to wait. You'd have to wait. And usually there's no cars here during the day.
He's coming from the right car.
Go on then. As you're going up, look for a place to sneak your car in, which would be after the red car. See how he's slowing down a little to let you in?
Yeah.
And now you'd let that big car come down the road.
Yeah.
And this is where your whole back position comes in.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is where most of them, they just push, they rally the car through. They end up failing the driving test. And it's, oh, there was a car coming down the road and I failed on my test. Nobody. It was the fact that what you didn't do was hold back.
Yeah, it's like leads.
Yeah. Tinsel lane.
Yeah. It's like
Or low lane, even low lane.
Yeah.
There's roadworks everywhere, Aurora, everywhere you go in Leeds, in Bradford. Bradford is roadwork capital of Bradford. Take the next second road on the right. I think it was, yeah.
This
Let me make sure. Yeah. So here is where you do your either your emergency stop or you'd follow the road up.
That one.
This one here, please.
Okay.
Alika Allah di zataka. God bless you. And this is where your whole back position comes in again.
Yeah, again. Can see the road is narrow.
See, to pass a test over here, you just have to drive slow. See how he's braking?
Yeah,
He's braking, that means there's a car coming, or he's decided to
He's
just...
turning.
Yeah.
He's parking.
And it's like, if you go any faster than this, it's not going to work.
Yeah, one car. You know he's parking there.
At the end of the road, turn left. Your angle should have been a bit more sharper. That's it, yeah. Guys, if you're watching this video, can you please send me a hello or a whatever so I know you're watching it and it's beneficial to you guys in Bradford. I'm not coming all the way, take the next road on the right. I'm not coming all the way from Leeds to help anyone and nobody appreciate it. Taking the next road on the right. It's a beautiful day for a drive today. We've only been in Bradford for 20 minutes, almost had a near accident already. Take the next road on the right. This one here. Yeah, carry on, it's safe, it's legit. At the end of the road, turn left. This is usually where you do your reverse park. Let's stop a second. And then once Uncle moves, yeah. Gently move forward. He's not even listening. Keep your car to the left. At the end of the road, turn left. Yeah, I know. No comment, that's the appropriate terminology. Left here, please. Take the next road on the left. This one here, it's over behind this white one. Can't even speak, man. Follow the road ahead. Now this is where most people fail their driving test on this test route. At the crossroads, go ahead. And it's usually here where they fail. Yeah, they don't see the lines.
Yeah.
Because they don't see the lines, the learner doesn't recognise the lines. They go over the junction. Now they know that this junction is reasonably quiet. So they know it's pretty quiet, so they're not too worried. And this is where most of them fail on a series. Follow the road round to the left. So it goes to the end and it bends to the left. Sorry guys, I know I'm holding the phone in my hand. I'm doing it intentionally.
Bending to the left.
Yeah, it bends to the left. Allah di zadaka. May Allah bless you. Thank you very much for the izat. And then at the end of this road, turn right. So this is another place where they pull you up on the left.
Okay, on this road.
Yeah, they pull you up over here, usually around here. There used to be a pallet, the house, look, the building over here. They've finished building the house now, it's been so long over here. There used to be a pallet over here, and they used to pull you up by the pallet. It used to be on the left over here, where the cement bags are. And that's to do a hill start with you over here. At the end of the road, turn right. Then follow the sign for Haworth. look at the floor brake,
Yeah.
sorry, the divide line,
Yes,
and stop
yeah.
at your line. Now this, you know, during the day, it's almost impossible to turn right here. Because what people do is people normally stop the car in the middle of the road there.
Cars coming.
Mm-hmm. Guys, if you've got any questions, this route is only another 20 minutes long, and then I'm going to go back home. Selena, assalamu alaikum, welcome to our channel at Nice. I don't believe I've seen you before. Yeah, it's a road used on your driving test. It's one of the, what they do, Selena, most of the time, they just keep you driving on test routes. Keep around that BMW as well, because when that BMW pulls out,
he's ready.
yeah, when he pulls out, you're going to try and turn right.
I know. I know he's not.
He's doing a U-turn. So now we're following the sign for Haworth. That means when you follow the road down, go a bit faster. When we follow the road ahead, there's a car wash on the left. When you're on that road, what you want to do is keep in the left lane, but not signal until you go past the car wash and there's like a back street. Look at him busting a red.
Yeah.
Welcome to Bradford.
He just went. No patience.
Do you know, I tell you what he's done. He knows, do you know the switch over in lights is about 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So he knows he can slip through that red light without anyone noticing, that's why. Congratulations, mashallah. Good on you, girl. I'm glad you've passed Nice. Don't tell me, Selena, you've bought yourself a Golf. I bet Selena's bought a Golf. But yeah, there's roadworks. I didn't know there were roadworks over here. I haven't been around here for a very long time. Ano khabar mein takola no yo alikrata veliche yo vrarame kana horata viche rally test route video ka. So it's why I'm here, why I'm in Bradford. I just want to make sure I've done it, so I've kept my promise to him. I always keep my promises. Hiya, Freya. No, that's not a camera. That thing that you see on there, Freya, is a sensor. It's not a camera. It's not a camera like what you think a camera. So we're now following a sign for Haworth. So don't signal, come into your left lane after that Ginnell, after that back street, then signal left. So come into left lane's here, darling.
Yeah.
And now signal left, then turn left, yeah. Check that out, man. G-Wagon. Oh, I love them. Now cancel your signal. So now you're following a sign for Haworth. Again, he will pull you in to left over here. Now, what they do then is they fail their driving test on that roundabout there. Now, the reason why they fail it on that on this roundabout is what they do. They don't look in the left door mirror when they go around the roundabout. Now, let's say now, look in the left door mirror. There's nobody in the left lane, is there?
No.
So stay in lane 2, so you're in the correct lane. Now look in the left door mirror. There's nobody there, is there?
No.
Now go round the roundabout. Look in the left door mirror again.
Yes.
Now, if there was somebody in the left lane, you would drive. Look how fast he's coming down. Look at that.
Oh no. He's flying.
Yeah, do you know, like, probably a learner car, that's why. So in terms of, and he's slowing down for a speed camera, he doesn't realise it's on the opposite side. It's not a Tavilo camera. Tavilo camera catches you from both sides. That one doesn't. That's just a standard camera, which it has a normal film.
This is a normal one, this camera.
I think Golfs are lovely cars. I'm not going to slag Golfs off, I'm just saying it's a thing in Bradford. A Golf or an Audi A3. Every second car's an A3. And what are they talking about? Yeah, so what they do is they go round the roundabout while there's a car in the lane on the left. Examiner grabs the steering wheel.
Okay, they're failing.
Yeah, or they just go over the roundabout without looking in the left door mirror, because if there's nobody in the left lane, you have to go around the roundabout, and they don't. They go over it because that's what the instructors told them to do. So it all depends on the situation and the time and the road conditions. You can tell it's going to rain very soon.
Yeah, heavy rain is
Yeah. And then what he does, he asks you to pull up on the left again, somewhere over here where the bus stop is. Usually it's just after the bus stop, before the silver car, or just before the brow of the hill. Normally these cars are not here. So you'd pull up where this Porsche is, where this black Porsche is. You'd pull up here. Look at that for a view. Beautiful that. Not you keep your eyes on the road. But look at that for a view. It's absolutely beautiful, the view in this city. Honest to God, it is an absolute beautiful view. It really is. Freya, she's passed the test, don't worry. I can hold the phone in my hand. I'm not teaching her. I'm just doing this for a TikTok user of ours. He told me to do him a video. So we're now following the sign for Haworth, okay? We're going to continue following ahead. So we're going to go over. He told me to do him a video. So we're now following the sign for Haworth, okay? We're going to continue following ahead. So we're going to go over the line. He told me to do him a video. So we're now following the sign for Haworth, okay? We're going to continue following ahead. So we're going to go over the lights. There's 3 test routes from here. There's one that goes ahead, one goes right, and one goes left.
So we're going to go straight?
We're going to go ahead, yeah. And hopefully we won't have to swim home, because it looks like it's going to rain soon. And Bradford does not clean their drains. Leeds learnt their lesson in Kirkstall. It was full. Remember that time it was full of water?
Yeah.
They learnt their lesson. So Leeds clean their drains now. Bradford hasn't drowned yet. When Bradford drowned and we're all in canoes, that's when they'll do it in life jackets.
They will do.
You're right. It is going to rain. It's going to rain really bad. And this is another place where they pull you up on the left, anywhere on the left over. In the Udo, you carry on, but they pull you up on the left here.
Nice and safe road.
Yeah. And do you know these holes that you see in the wall? These are where Bradford drivers, the one over there, these are where Bradford drivers have tried to define the laws of gravity. So that's a joke, that. That's like brother there in his high-powered BMW. And wherever you see a hole in the wall, it's because somebody's tried to define the laws of gravity. Watch, I bet you on this corner, I bet you 500 quid on this corner, this wall's damaged. There we are. Here we are. Look there, look there.
Yeah,
I told you. It's 40, okay? We don't want to go into the future.
It's a nice road. I just want to go.
I'm sure it is, but you're taking the next road on the left. Now this is where they fail it again, because when they're taking the next road on the left,
This one?
yeah, where they're where this van's coming out from, where this tractor's coming up. My man's probably going to be doing donuts in that.
Wow.
Yeah. And over here, they're usually horse riders, but they don't look into this road as they're coming in.
Still 40, isn't it? This road?
You'd be lucky to do 20, never mind 40.
Yeah, I'm looking. I think it's this one.
It's going to absolutely lash it down, you know. Don't matter, I didn't wash the car anyway.
50.
Don't get excited, you're not going to go 50 here with me in the car. I want to live, you know, it's Bradford this. I've got kids to go home to, I've got a wife, got 5 wives and 20 children. Yeah, you got to be careful, you know. Yeah, it's going to rain, you can tell. It's going to rain very soon. So travel at an appropriate speed. 50 is suicide on this road.
Yeah, this road
Now the reason for that is, as you go ahead, there's like a horse's sort of walkway over here. They've got stables over here, and usually the horses are coming down. There's a little ginnel over here. There, they go down there.
Appropriate speed should be.
So appropriate speed is what you make.
Yeah,
It's what you think it is.
according to the road conditions.
Yeah. My man's vacuuming his car. So now, this is Bradford. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's actually not, it's going towards Queensbury.
Wow.
So we're going to take the next road, the second road on the left. It's where that yellow coloured car's coming out from.
Okay.
So they used to make you turn left at the first left turning. Now they make you take this one over here.
Second left.
Yeah. So it's where this yellow car's coming out from.
So I need to.
Yeah, you need signal, darling. Yeah, of course you do. Remember, it's still 30, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, no overtaking sign there, but they don't understand what that means.
This is 30.
Yep. And this is where everyone, other than learners, go at least 50.
Yeah.
And you know, like if you're an experienced driver,
Yeah.
they go 40 and they fail a test here.
You want to go 40 because it's nice.
Well, you're itching because you're from Bradford, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? So it's like that Bradford blood telling you to do Mach 2, trying to make you do a Tom Cruise. And this is where I think there's some alpacas somewhere around here. There's a farm here or something.
That is fine. I'm not going to go there.
If you don't like the sound of my voice, TikTok user, scroll on please. Absolutely no problem at all.
Yeah, move away then.
It's okay, man, if he doesn't like the sound of my voice. I do. I love the sound of my voice. I was blessed with this voice. So I love it. Thank you very much. But if you don't, no problem. No disrespect. No problem at all. Scroll on. There's loads of views, loads of test routes you can go over. Lots of people making TikToks. Rachel, a good speed would be a speed that you're in control of the car. All depends on the corner you're going through. All depends on the area that you're in, the car you're driving, your skill level. Usually going around normal streets, 15, 20 is reasonable. Gear 2. And it's not that I like the sound of my voice,
You are helping.
Golgappa. I'm trying to help my nephew that messaged me.
Yeah, a learner.
Yeah, so it's like he's asking for advice, you know, where will people fail? And what I've done, I've come all the way from Leeds to help my nephew. And that's all I'm doing. I'm doing a quick video, then going back. I hope that helps, and I hope that helps. Hope it satisfies you as well. At the end of this road, turn right. Now, when you turn right at the end of this road, the road bends to the left.
Okay.
The road end is here. Slow down, it's here, look there. The giveaway sign's turning. See your signal here. Yep, that's good.
Yeah.
Good. And then you pause for a second.
Yeah, the lines are faded, that's why they fail here. You can't see the lines, that's why.
Zed, if you heard the rest of the conversation, subjective to the area that you're in, the speed limit, your car, your skill level, obviously the maximum speed of the road, the type of bend you're taking, the weather conditions.
Yeah, weather conditions.
Well, yeah, because sometimes even though it's safe to go around at 20, what if there's snow on the floor? What if it's been raining and there's an oil slick? And this is on the way back to the test centre. They make you turn right inside, I think Lidl or Aldi, and you do a driving bay park. So there's Lidl or Aldi. As you go around the corner, there's a school. After the school, there's an Aldi or Lidl. No, it's not. It's not a learner driving, thank you. Yes, I've got the phone in my hand. It's not paid tuition, so before you set yourselves up to feel silly, it's not a learner in the car. And I'm not giving a driving lesson, and it's not a paid lesson. A driver's not under supervision. I hope that helps. So over here, usually the bus comes up, so reduce your speed. Just have a look, see if it's coming up. Yeah, usually the bus comes up every 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that they don't understand. Hold that position. It's to hold it. And then there's a crossing literally outside the pub if it's still here.
So you have to stop here and
Yeah.
first.
And then there's a crossing here, and I think the pub's here as well. Yeah, literally it's on the crossing, And then, like I said, they make you go in Aldi and you do a driving bay park.
Here somewhere. Okay. Yeah, Aldi.
You carry on going, we're not doing a driving bay park. But that's where you do your driving bay park then. Then you come back out and then you make your way back to the test centre. So you follow the road round, you get to a roundabout. At the roundabout you go ahead.
There's a bending to the left.
Yeah, it bends to the left. And you'll know how hard the bend is by seeing how many cars have driven through the wall.
Yeah.
So follow it round and you'll see, oh, they fixed the wall now. His wall went through. Do you know, I think it's the dentist or something. And they come too fast around the corner. You'll then come to another roundabout soon. At the roundabout, go ahead. And that's where they fail it again, because they don't stay in the lane as they get to the roundabout. They go over the divide line. Yeah, you'll see it soon. It's at the end. Take my sunglasses off, I can't see now. It's gone dark all of a sudden, have you noticed? I don't know what he's doing, but he can't do it. So this is the roundabout, so stay in your lane.
Yes. We're going to go straight ahead.
Yeah, we're going to, so I signal left over here. And make sure you don't go over the line.
And check. Someone's coming. No. Just go.
And then you'll come to another roundabout. At the roundabout, go ahead. And that's the roundabout where M Lane is, you know, sorry, Daisy Hill. You know that, the one that goes uphill, that, you know, the 810 test? That hill. And again, this is where the pull you on left, and this is a bus route. This is a very busy area. Yeah, but we're going to go ahead. We'll go on then. It's Bradford. You're lucky that they've got 4 wheels and a steering wheel in the car. At the traffic lights, go ahead. And this will take us back to our test centre. So what you do, you carry on going, you stay in left lane, you go ahead, then they tell you to, yeah, then we get to the next lights, you go ahead, then we get to Toller Lane roundabout and you take the second exit towards, it tells you to follow the floor markings for Elcroft or second exit at the roundabout.
Yeah, we're going to go straight ahead.
Yeah, we're going ahead here, ahead at the next lights. It's easy enough, you know, their test routes aren't hard, but they involve a lot of patience.
I know.
You need to be reasonably well trained to pass the test here. If you do the same routes over and over again, yeah, you'll pass, no problem. Of course you'll pass. But what you need to do is like learn to drive. If you learn to drive, no problem, you'll easily pass the test in Bradford. But you need to be driving a lot in this city to understand it. So like now, slow down again, you're stopping, can't fit through. And that's because everyone's off to laundrette. And they're not bothered, they'll keep coming through. So you've got to find a safe gap. But I tell you what, you'll see every car you can possibly imagine in this city. I mean, look at that, wow. So now we're gonna, when we get to the crossing, see where that lad is on that motorbike? We're gonna go into that lane and we're gonna follow the road round. Go past, yeah, so we're gonna come in left lane. And we don't need a signal even when we're coming off the roundabout. Just stay in your lane and follow it around. We're going to go where that blue learner car's gone. So it's the second exit on the roundabout. Yeah, just go. There's nobody coming. Keep it left lane. And take the next road on the left. And this takes you back to test center.
This one.
Yeah, this one here. Where this lad is on that motorcycle. And as you go in, be careful, there'll be somebody shooting their way down. And this is where you... you either go down Oak Lane or you turn left over here. But usually on this route, you're waiting here for him. Let him come through. Make sure there's enough space for him. Do you know by the car having the wiper blades on so long, you know that's a novice driver, it's a new driver. And then you get this, if you're doing the 8-10 test in the morning, you find lots of people double parked. Although it's illegal, most of them live around here and it's not that busy other than learner cars. And they're double parked on early morning and late evening. And also there's a couple of mosques around here, so they kind of wait here for the kids. At the end of the road you'll turn right. This will take you back to the test centre. And then another thing you need to watch out for, people flying into the junction. So you have to be careful because they're not looking and there's cars on either side, so they'll be in the middle. You're turning right here. Like this. Slow yourself down, slow down and stop. Look at the state of that car. Then gently carry on. You know, with the front end of his car smashed, trust me, I won't be getting close to him.
Oh no.
Nice and easy to come in out. Watch out for that motorcycle rider. Can you see him? He's on your right. He's riding with them electric bikes. Gently come out, have a look. There you are. Go. Remember, when you're coming out, think bike, but think Bradford bike. Man, you got to look up into the sky for these guys. And then you turn right back into test centre. And then you'll know if you've passed your test, because if he either brake for you or he give you a dumb look. And if you give you that, you fail your test. But more than likely, if you're able to pull this off the way I've just shown you now, you're guaranteed to pass. Yes, nephew, it's Heaton. I've just done a whole test route. Now pull up anywhere on the left. I've just done a whole driving test route. I'm going to upload it onto TikTok. I'm going to actually put it onto my YouTube as well, so you guys know what to look for. Secure the car. So I'll put the phone back on my thing now.
The whole route is done.
Yeah, so that's a complete test route at Heaton Test Centre. I went through a couple of points with you there. I went through almost every single place that you could fail a driving test. And there's a couple of things I explained on there. Heaton, yes, that's correct, yes. And most importantly, what I did explain on there is why you'd fail and the difference between what we teach sometimes and what you're used to. So if you're just going to go over driving test routes with your instructors, it's sometimes a recipe for disaster. So make sure that you understand the road, the layout, the road next to it, the road above it, the road behind it, so you understand effectively what you're doing. Guys, if you can let me know where you're watching us from, and if you're in Bradford, can you send me a quick hello so we know you can watch us and we know that you're watching us, please. Do me a favour, turn the camera.
Okay.
Turn the camera. Hi Shabana. Alika na to khoba wesa kini gore te banur charta na gore. Hi guys. No to khoba wesa ni gore no. Aga balu tale de killa kana aga Junaid. Aga ularka ne ne ala message rasto che Islamabad la rasida. Yes, I speak Pukhto. I think it's a small world. If you speak Pukhto and you're from Bradford, you'll know me. Everybody knows how you. and then pull up anywhere on the left. Pull up. This will disappear in a few minutes. We don't drive in this. Pull up anywhere. Are you from Luton? Oh, I feel sorry for you. I thought it's bad being in Bradford. Never mind Luton. I pity you. Moko, alaikum moko. Anyway, going back to Heaton, so turn the wiper off. It winds me up like this. You know when they're on really loud?
Yeah.
So, going through a couple of points with you guys. Do me a favour, do you know the wiper? Put them on intermittent. So do you know that toggle switch? Put it all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
No, all the way to the bottom. And then turn the wiper switch on. Yeah, leave it like that. So it's on, so it's not on heavy, so it just keeps it clean every so often, so it knows where it lies in the car. Okay. Luton's okay, bro, but you know, Bradford over Luton anytime. Okay, so going back to a couple of points in Heaton, so that was one test route I went over at Heaton Test Centre. Now the only sort of big issues with Heaton that you have is your holdback position and effectively being able to deal with obstructions and able to recognize obstructions. So you need to understand the most important thing about driving in Bradford. You must understand the width of your car. You know, the length of your car and the width of your car. A bit like buying a pair of trousers from Primark and buying a pair of trousers from Marks and Spencer's. You need to understand the size of your car. You need to understand how that affects you on wide roads and on smaller roads. This is it's like monsoon rain.
Yeah.
This will disappear in a few minutes. I know that. I know. So in terms of going back to this test route, so you'll find that most of it is understanding the road layout, understanding where you're likely to fail a test, and it's usually on roundabouts, especially mini roundabouts. Now what you'll find is most instructors now are moving on to larger vehicles. So the bigger the vehicle, the more problem you're going to have, the bigger the problem. So for example, my car, it's an SUV, so it's slightly bigger than your average car. But when you're sat in a Toyota Yaris, you don't feel it as much. And because you don't feel it as much, you seem to think, oh, well, look, it was okay, I managed it, but a car came towards you. But no, the policy is still the same. Understand how wide your car is. Have one rule. You know, where are you going to stop? Where are you going to come into contact with that car? Understand that that's really important, because when you're driving a car, and let's say, I'll give you an example. I was watching a TikTok this morning, of a test in Goodmires in London, and it was ridiculous what he said. He goes, oh, this is why people fail their driving test. And there were 3 people on the pavement, walking along the pavement, and this person that was driving the car turned right. He checked his mirrors, he signaled right, and he turned right. And he goes, he would have failed his driving test for not spotting the people on the pavement. Well, that's where people walk on pavements. As far as I know, people are normally on pavements, aren't they?
Yeah.
So he goes, oh, this is why he would have failed his driving. So they make up nonsense, you know, like they make up.
His meaning, he didn't check them, like he didn't do the observation.
Well, what's he supposed to do? Get out the car, give him a kiss?
No, when you do left turn, you have to look.
No, right
down.
turn. No, right. No.
Okay.
No. What he was doing, he was coming along the road, he was taking the next road on the right.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, he would have failed his test for not seeing the people on the left. They were on the pavement.
Yeah, how he gonna see it on the left because he's
It was just
doing
nonsense. Right. So do you know the thing is with the thing is with
So he failed it.
He said he would have failed. It's just nonsense. But in Heaton Test Centre, what you need to understand here is the holdback position. You must be good with that. You must understand that you need to be patient, and you need to understand what the holdback position is. You need to understand what a cluster of cars is as well.
I didn't know about all these roads. Like for the holdback, I was thinking they are not exist in the Bradford.
No. The thing is,
seen them
the thing is with Bradford, what you've got right is You're travelling along the road near that laundrette.
I know about Leeds, but
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
but no,
know about
near that laundrette. So what you're doing, you're
Yeah.
going along the road, and then near the laundrette. Now, where are you? You're outside the BRI. It's one of the most busiest hospitals. It's one of the busiest hospitals in the country.
Yeah.
So you're going along the road, and there's cars parked on the left, and people dump their car there to go to the laundrette. Now the thing is, you're going to stop to let the car ahead of you go through. You'll do that. That's fine. That's perfectly reasonable. But how long do you wait there? Do you understand what I mean? How long do you wait? Now, if you move forward and a car comes, what now? Are you going to fail your test? Now, what they do, they park too close to the car that's parked on the left. There's usually two cars parked there. There's one lad that lives on that road that parks his car, that doesn't drive the car. He works nights. I know him. I know he's a friend of mine. And the other one, I don't know how I don't know how it is now. Now, the thing is, what they do, they get too close to them cars to go around.
Yes.
That means they're on the wrong side of the road for longer.
Okay.
So they're on the opposite side of the road for longer. Now the problem that you have with that is you're on it unnecessarily longer. So if there's a car coming on the opposite side that's come through the red light or come through a green light, whatever, you're going to get unnecessarily close to him because you're on the wrong side of the road to come back to your side of the road.
Yeah.
So there's so many small faults. You see the rain's calmed down as well.
Yes. Slowly.
There's so many issues that you can have at this test centre. I mean, the first one is when you're coming out of here and turning right. Then you get to the end of the road and you turn right. And you know when people come through that traffic calming measure, they're in the middle. And what people do is look to the right, as in the lane that's coming along the road, rather than on the opposite side, because on the opposite side it doesn't matter. They know it doesn't matter because it's on the left and they're joining that side. And people don't drive on the wrong side of the road. But what they don't realise is they're coming through a traffic calming measure where they have to be on the wrong side of the road to come back to their side of the road. Or let me ratchet this up a bit more. You're getting to the end of the road and you're turning right.
Yeah.
People are coming down this road and it's a traffic calming measure. They've got to go into the middle to go through. They've got to go into the middle to go through. So what you need to do is let the person on your right go first, then the person on the left go, then you go into the road. You have to let them to because he's already changed direction. He's already on your side of the road to go through the gap.
Yeah.
There's so many issues on one test route. It's mind-boggling. So nephew,
so many
hopefully inshallah,
places like that, you have to
it's
be
hard.
careful.
So hopefully inshallah, nephew, you'll see this video, and all being well, you will know that I came to Bradford. I came, I saw, and I conquered, and I made this video just for you. I'm now going to go back, and hopefully this will be of benefit to you. I can't do all the test route videos. I don't have the time. I'm not going to lie to you. I've done one, and I've got to go back, and it's almost 45 minutes to go back home. So thank you very much for watching this. I'm in your debt with your dua, so keep me in your duas, and hopefully inshallah, if anyone has any more questions, you can ask me, and hopefully inshallah, if I'm of any service to anybody, I will do. So thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.